Hi, welcome back to another session of Chuck's Corner, where we review magic tricks and magic books. Many of these are vintage props. They're really cool. But today, let me get a quick sip of coffee. Can't live without this stuff. It's early in the morning. All right, let's get started with this, guys. I started off with a book, probably in the mid-70s, on magic. It's called The Amateur Magician's Handbook. All right, some of you folks probably have this out here. I mean, this has sold millions of copies. This is by Henry Hay. I mean, if you're getting into magic, or even if you're a professional, if you want to learn some of the cool routines from the greats like Nate Leipzig, coin manipulators, top card people like Cardini, some of the routines are in here. I mean, he really covers a lot, and he covers even on staging, stage presence, entering the stage, exiting the stage. I mean, this is really a good book. Not a lot of pictures. We had to do something when I was a kid called reading. Okay, we didn't have the internet. Nowadays, most of you guys can click on YouTube and you get a tutorial. Well, this is actually more detailed. I would highly recommend it. Now, this had several printings. Let's see if I can find this. 1950 was the first one. Then it went to 1963, and the most recent copy is 1972. Now, I want to show you. This is the one. This is the copy that Eddie Guevara from House of the Unusual sent me. It's in real good shape. This is mine, actually, from the 70s. Look at this thing. It's so tattered and it's ripped apart. And you open this up, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. I actually took notes in here. I mean, I was a 16-year-old kid. Look at this. Here's some of the notes I took. I mean, I studied this thing. There are some pictures, like I said, particularly with the cards. I'm going to show you some of the card slates that I learned. There's coins, cigarettes, which nowadays people really don't mess with cigarettes too much, but you can do. You can get away with a nice cigarette routine as long as you don't smoke them, and you don't use real cigarettes. That's the thing. If you get a Bic pen, a white Bic pen, and you cut it to the proper length, and you fill each end in with some glue, then you can paint the end brown, and they stay. They won't break, so you can do your cigarette manipulations with it. Okay, so if you do get into that stuff, don't use real cigarettes because they won't break. The tobacco runs out and so forth. But highly recommend it. If you guys do not have this book, pick a copy up on the internet. They're everywhere. Henry Hay was the man. All right, I'm going to show you a couple of slides in here, which I've been doing from that book since the early to mid 70s probably. All right, first of all, I have a hat. Okay, my father was Fred Astaire, so that's why I have this hat. But you can use any kind of hat, any kind of receptacle. You can use a paper bag. And this is a regular pack of cards. We can fan these out. They're all different. I'm going to show you a move here, which I'm not going to show you how it's done, but I'll show you what it looks like. If you pass your hand, you have a beautiful fan. And I don't even have any sleeves. The card facing you is the 3 of spades. Just a pass of the hand. A blow, we have a beautiful fan that appears from nowhere. You drop it into the hat. Another pass, another fan. Drop it into the hat. Another pass of the hand from the elbow. Wow. I got about maybe 23 cards left. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. That's a flick vanish. You're blowing it and it vanishes and it reappears. Now the bottom card facing you is the 4 of spades, another pass. That's a nice fan. Watch my hands, guys. Oh, wow. That's pretty rough. But that method is in the book. And I've been using it. I also do back palming and so forth, which is in the book as well. But I kind of like this better. It's called the clip. It goes back many, many years. Try it. Look for this technique in there. It's really a cool effect. Now I'm going to do a few color changes for you too, which they're in the book as well. I love flourishes and color changes. That really looks cool. And like I said, there's tons of stuff in there for coins, scarves. There's a lot of scarf material. But we got the pack, and it can be shuffled. This is not a trick deck or anything. Now as an example, here's the Queen of Hearts. If I was to just show you, there's nothing in my hand down here, nothing up here. Watch that queen. You give it a rub and it changes to the 4, and there's nothing there. That's a color change. Now I'll show you another one. We're going to stick with that 4 of hearts. You pass your hand over it. Look at this. It changed to the back of a card, which is even more interesting. and now it changes to the King of Clubs. So you can do a lot with color changes. Color changes are one of my favorite. But like I said, get the book. It is really, really cool. For cards, there's a little secret here. I did not treat these with fanning powder. Now, fanning powder is zinc stearate. It's sold by magic dealers, and it comes in a bottle. It's like a white powder. It looks like talcum powder. These are not treated. You really should treat your cards with fanning powder. I didn't have a chance to do this. Pretty much what you're going to do is fan out a few cards, dump some of the white powder on, and rub it in, front and back. And you're going to go through the whole pack and do this with fanning powder. Just rub it in. Any of the excess, you blow off. Okay? It's sold commercially, called fanning powder. It's zinc stearate is what it is, the chemical name. You rub it in all through your cards, and your cards will actually glide. I mean, they'll glide like glass. Okay, so you go through the whole deck, take your time, rub off the excess. All right, and when you do your fans, it will look much better. These are not treated, but they still glide pretty good. But if you have the zinc stearate on there, it'll go much better. Just a little tip for you, because cards are flashy. That's probably my favorite type of magic, actually. All right, moving right along, let me show you a couple of coin things. I love coins as well. And these are ungimmick coins. Now you could, let me get a handkerchief here so you can see these a little bit better, as the silver kind of blends in. I don't think that's very visual, but we'll just get some coins. We'll use 4 of them. Okay, and I carry mine in a little magic change purse, which any magic dealer has. All right, and here's a little magic wand. All right, now if I was to get these coins, and we're just going to place them on my open palm like so. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to toss them into my hand, give a little throwing gesture, and one magically travels. Yet the hands do not touch each other. Watch. See it right here? Drop it onto the table. Look at this. We have 2. It gets even stranger. Watch these 2 coins. Drop them onto the table. We'll go one at a time. There's 3. Pick these up. All right, and watch. There's all 4. So there's the traveling coins. That's a great routine as well. I think you'll love it. That's in there as well. Here's something that's kind of cool I've been doing for many, many years. You need a magic wand. If you're at a restaurant, you can lay a fork or a butter knife over the end of the table. You're going to get the coin, toss it in your hand, use the magic wand, push it through, and if you notice, I'm not wearing any sleeves, yet the coin has vanished. We're going to push it back through. All right, I tap my hand with the magic wand, bam, and it reappears. Really cool idea. That's in there as well, I believe. If not, it's in Bobo. Bobo was probably one of the top coin manipulators around, and he has a book as well. So I recommend, if you're into that, get the book by Bobo. That's everywhere as well. There's all kind of reprints and everything. All right, but that's some of the stuff that's in the Henry Hay book. There's many, many other routines, and I think we covered pretty much what we need to cover. But thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.